Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Chris is a monster. Real Ale 140, and I'm a monster. And there's only one reason why we would let our children paint our faces today. Yeah.
Do you see?
And that's for this Brooklyn Brewery Monster Ale, coming in at 10.1% ABV. It's a barley wine.
It's a big boy. This Monster Ale was born in 2012. I'm guessing yours says the same?
Yes, 2012 version, which you're going to want that, and you're going to want a kind of age in a beer like this.
Yeah, you can't have it, well, you could have it fresh, but I'd be concerned that, you know, no aging at all would be, it's not going to give you much. So, Brooklyn Brewery, what do we know from them?
Brooklyn Brewery,
Brooklyn Lager.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of their beers. They did the local 1, the local 2. They did a couple of specialities. Yeah, I'm a big fan of their beer.
They're good eggs. And this is 10.1%.
It's a big beer.
This is their big boy.
Yeah,
I don't think they do one bigger, do they?
I think they do an Imperial style, which is about 10%. But it's about the same as this.
Okay. But this is a barley wine
yeah.
style, you know. So shall I?
Yeah, you get it up with
that off.
Silver cap.
A little bit of smoke on the opening going sideways rather than up, which is interesting.
Same again. Let's give it a pour, shall we?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a deep, deep orange.
And it looks...
And even with a quite aggressive pour, you're not getting much head on that.
No. I've got a bit of a head, but it's pouring out more... It's like a double IPA. If you were to ask me to kind of categorise it by colour.
Yeah, maybe a triple IPA at best. You know, but this is going stronger again, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice levels of carbonation, fizzing away.
Yeah. We haven't actually said what it's called. Which might give
Monster Ale.
some context why you've got faces like that.
Have we not?
No.
Brooklyn Brewery Monster Ale. There you go. 10.1%.
We probably should have said that.
Yeah. There you go. That's why
this isn't our new thing that we're doing. It's not cosplay or anything like that. No. We're not getting kinky.
Nice clear glass of beer. No. I don't think it's not bottle conditioned or.
No.
Yeah. Nice carbonation. It's an amber colour. I'm going to get my nose in. It smells like a barley wine. It smells sweet.
Orange and pine and
It smells hoppy, which is not kind of unusual for American beer, is it?
No.
Hoppy beer.
No, you'd expect to get that kind of. It smells strong. You know, you can almost sniff the alcohol.
Yeah, totally. Maybe a bit of kind of orange hazelnuts and some nuttiness to it.
Yeah, I can't quite put. Maybe that is it. There's almost like a fresh smelling kind of. You just popped. Almost like a pea or something.
Yeah,
like a fresh garden smell. I can't quite place it.
Perhaps we should just temporarily swap, because I'm getting quite a bit of hops in mine. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is very different. That is quite different.
That's interesting.
You're getting hops in there.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
Alright, this is going to be a bit of a mix and match.
Well, it just shows different beer. It's obviously the same batch. It's 2012. I reckon the truth is in the tasting. Perhaps we'll swap glasses in a moment as well.
Whoa.
Oh, wow!
Whoa! God.
Wow!
Blimey.
I had a big mouthful of that, to be honest. It's hoppy, it's spirity, it's almost kind of got characteristics of whiskey, would you say?
Yeah, you're very much almost into bourbon country.
Yes.
This is what I'm hitting. It's like the Southern Comfort and things rather than JD, slightly more sweet and kind of sour mash. Really tasty though. Nice
kind of chewy, nutty, malty mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's not thin by any means, is it?
No. It's sweet as like you're into the peaking end of the nuts. And that tangy, orangey kind of, you know.
Yes.
It's tart. It's very tart.
Like a tart, pithy, orangey, lemony. It's citrus. It's citrus, isn't it? It's
huge. It's huge on that.
But it's huge. It's.
Well, I can feel the alcohol burning its way down, all the way down.
Yeah.
And that's a key for me of maybe not brilliant balance. I don't know. It is so big. But then I've picked up 10-11% beers that will just melt their way down your stomach and leave you with a feeling, you know, of joy and deep happiness. I get the sense this is an angry beer. This is a beer that's like. Yeah, that's not just face paint talking.
No,
this is a beer that you want to drink. Maybe you're in America. You live in America. Your girlfriend's just dumped you. What are you going to drink, Simon?
A barley wine, a hoppy barley wine.
I'm going to drink Monster. Bloody hell! You might not say bloody if you're American.
I'm a monster. That's why my girlfriend dumped me.
Yeah. Maybe you got a self-hate thing going on. I don't know. But that would seem like a fitting occasion for this.
Yeah.
What would be the fitting occasion? If we've both bought this separately, you know, when we.
And that's the point.
I've choked this round your house, but we've had this in the cupboard for a while each, haven't we?
Yes, it's one of these beers, and I'll be honest. I'm not a kind of a sparkly guy. I picked it up because it was from the Brooklyn Brewery, and it went to the back of the cupboard.
Yeah.
And I think it was the same with yourself, wasn't it?
Well, I brought this over here a month ago, thinking we'll get this done.
We'll get this done.
And then it turned out you had one as well.
But I got to be honest. I'm glad I've done it now. Are you familiar with the BarleyWine style?
Yeah.
You've had a few of them.
I've had a few BarleyWines. This is it's a nice example of it. It's quite smooth actually, despite the alcohol burn. I think, you know, where I'm used to 10+% is in the Imperial Stout kind of range.
Yes.
And that is much smoother, and you get that kind of this different burn. This like I say, it's an angry beer.
Now, I want to swap glasses with Chris because mine seemed hoppier in the nose, and I want to see in the taste. Mine was very hoppy. I'm not sure if it's a different drink inside this.
I'm getting a slightly different taste to that.
Yeah, totally. Wow, totally different drink. I'm getting a more of a bitter barley wine, and
I get more fruit. I get much more fruit.
Yeah,
the kind of raisins and that kind of things.
Yes, that seems like it's held its own in the hop department. They're both from exactly the same batch, both 2012 editions. But go ahead, have a couple of tastes, and tell me what you think now, because I like that hoppy barley wine kind of.
It makes it more interesting. There's a little bit more going on in there, and is it? I don't know if it's as angry. Do you get what I'm saying when you drink that and you get the alcohol? I'm saying it's angry because the angriness that's almost like I'm drinking alcohol to hurt myself. This is more like I'm drinking alcohol to hurt myself, and it tastes quite nice.
This one's burning going down.
Yeah.
And I was when Chris was saying about I didn't mention that because mine kind of wasn't quite doing
mellow.
that. Yeah.
It's got the raisin character. It was just helped like the Imperial Stout. You know,
this particular bottle is your angry mother-in-law. This is your angry mother-in-law, if you like.
Yeah, you want to bounce her, but you can't. You know,
And this is your kind of more of a mellow hoppy edition of it. But I suppose, unfortunately, if I'm going to be, I am a critic. We're both critics.
Yeah. Everyone's critic. Yeah.
I've got to mark this down because if it's from the same batch, no, saying that it's so difficult now. I bought mine from one shop, you bought yours from another shop, and it's the way it can be stored.
It just travelled from all the way from America as well. I mean, it's difficult. I'm looking for identifying symbols now to give it. I don't think there's anything to say when or where it was bottled, other than there's no batch numbers, nothing like that. They're looking for consistency in a beer. It's a bit like when you do a IPA in a glass and a can, in a bottle and a can, and you get something different.
Yeah.
You got something different in two bottles. I mean, that's a consistency issue.
Yes, and it could very well be the shop, the way that the shop we bought these from store the beer.
Or the person who shipping the beer over the bloody Atlantic.
Exactly, it could be the shipping, 2 different shipping companies, and we've just completely, like, it's probably a 0.1% chance this has happened, where we've got maybe 2 different shipping companies and 2 different shops where this would be, and it's just the way the beer's been stocked and stored. One beer is fresh and hoppy, one beer is not as fresh and hoppy, but it's still a good beer.
Oh no, it's
still
good.
A good beer, but it's different. It's different, and that's consistency. But being the same batch, if they both left the Brooklyn Brewery at the same time, it wouldn't be the brewery, would it? I suppose it's an interesting.
It's difficult, and Brooklyn have brewed. Have they started brewing over here? They've done their. No, it's not Brooklyn, is it? It's Samuel Adams.
Samuel Adams are with Shepherd Neame in the UK.
It'd be interesting to see what they would do if they came over here. I'd like to see Brooklyn come and try and start brewing in Europe.
Yeah, contracted.
I think you probably got something to give us over here. And also it gives us a chance to try and consistently taste your Monster Ale. And see what you were actually trying to do. I can't tell yet.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to taste yours, and then this one, and do 2 ratings, if you like.
Okay.
That's the one.
Right. That one, angry, cross. I can see the exact circumstances that I would drink that beer. And it would make me go like that. This one, I can see me drinking this with, to use some frat terminology, with my bros. You're trying to get yourself in a bit of a mess, to be honest, if you're drinking anything at this percent and drinking it like that. In brutal honesty, I actually prefer the first one.
Right. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think if you're drinking at 10.1%, you've already made a decision about what you're drinking and how you're going to feel at the end of it. And maybe this comes from the background of
living in Bristol,
living in the UK, it's when it all turned. Living in the UK, and session ale is our default position. 10.1% is not. It's clearly not where we belong.
No.
So I think for nastiness and pleasantness and just twatting people around the face, I like the slightly angrier version of this beer. And I'm going to give that version an 8, and I'm going to give the slightly more floral version a 7.5.
Right. Okay.
Where are you with it?
Yeah, yours was definitely the second of the 2. I'm finding the second one, as Chris mentioned earlier, with the alcohol burn, I find that quite potent, and I know exactly what Chris is saying. If you've had an argument with your missus or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever,
Whatever, if you like, or
whatever you like,
transsexual,
whatever you like.
Whatever
we live in a democracy.
Yeah.
I would go with the first one, but if you want something to sip along to, the slightly hoppy, you want a barley wine at the same time, and just to sit down and maybe next to a fire, or maybe if you just open the one bottle and sit outside in your garden and just enjoy the stars and just drink your beer.
Yeah.
For 3 hours, I'd go with the second one.
You'd struggle to keep it cool for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And once this warms up, both of them are going to be like drinking tar with some hops in it. That's the difficulty.
I'm going to give the kind of aggressive Chris's version, I'm going to give that a 7. And I'm going to give the hoppier one, which kind of, and it just proves that hops do take that edge away.
Yeah.
It takes the edge away from everything. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is a completely, I just kind of vomited everywhere then.
Yeah.
This was a completely by accident kind of, this wasn't planned.
No.
We had 2 beers, we thought they were going to be exactly the same. 2 beers, and it is proven to be quite an interesting review. So if you like, spread it around like muck.
Yeah.
Cheers.